Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Morning Shred with me, Mark Murray. I want to thank everybody who watched Trash Talk this last week. It's the new Thursday show to hold you over until Trash to Thrash returns on July 1st. I've been giving previews and behind-the-scenes stuff of what's to come on Season 2, so be sure to keep watching and tune in next Thursday and the next 5 Thursdays leading up until July 1st. But this is Sunday Morning Shred, so I'm here with you every Sunday morning, got your coffee or whatever morning drink you like, and we're talking about guitars. You can see behind me, I've loaded the guitar up with the guitar wall behind me, loaded up with a whole new line of guitars that usually I have my favorite playing guitars behind me, but right now these are all the guitars that I'm going to be giving away. So if you haven't heard about this yet, on my Patreon page, you can sign up. It's $10 a month for the CEO tier. You get ad-free versions of all my videos, bonus content, behind-the-scenes stuff. But every month, if you join the CEO tier, you're going to be entered into an automatic raffle giveaway. I'm going to be giving away these guitars. So one guitar per month starting June 15th is going to be this white Crackle Ibanez Proline V. And then every month after that, another guitar is going to be going up. So here's a couple other of my favorite guitar builds that I still have that didn't sell yet that were built on Trash to Thrash. We have the Stealth Splatter Kelly over here. We have the Stealth Striped Frankenstride over here, and if this, keeps getting bigger and bigger, those two will also be added on at the end of this, so I'll be throwing those into the giveaways. Today on the show, we're going to be talking about Arbor guitars on Trash Talk. I showed a little preview of a few Arbor guitars I'm working on that are going to be on Season 2 of Trash to Thrash, and I got a lot of comments and a lot of things, messages from people, because I asked people, if you know much about this company, let me know. When you Google it, there's only one or two websites out there about it, and when there's only one or two sites about it, I don't always trust it. I want multiple sources. I want names of people for the quotes. I want some real sources. I used to take journalism class, so I don't know if it comes from that or what, but when it's one website that says this company was started by this guy or this company was run this way, I don't really believe it 100% because anybody can make a website. Anybody can say anything. So I did get a lot of responses from people. If you guys know anything about Arbor guitars, leave some comments down below, and I'll keep the information train rolling, I guess. I don't know. But I also want to gather some information up so when the Trash to Thrash episode comes out, I'll have plenty to talk about for Arbor guitars because I have a couple of them I'm working on, and it's kind of interesting that I'd never heard of this company before. And then all of a sudden, 2 of them show up on my doorstep within a week. And then all these people started telling me they had them from the past. And it's a pretty popular company. So I'll read some of the comments from the YouTube videos and the Instagram. We also got some other just general Q&A stuff. I got a few fan guitars. And I also asked people, what should I work on for Season 2? What shop guitars do you want to see me add to the wall behind me for the giveaways and all that stuff? Because if I'm going to continue the giveaways, I might as well build what you guys think you would want to win. So we'll get into that. I got a bunch of stuff over here. So let's head on over to the computer, and then we'll start looking at a couple of the fan sent-in guitars. All right. First up, Daryl. You guys all know Daryl, so I realize I've been saying his guitar brand wrong. He says K-Man Guitars. I've been calling it Caveman Guitars, so sorry about that, Daryl. But Daryl at K-Man Guitars. Let's see what he's got for us this week. He sent in a few videos over the last 2 weeks or so, and I'm going to run through all of them. We also got another set of guitar pictures from Phil Van Doren, PVD Guitars. He sent some in a while ago, and then he could see that I wanted to know more about the guitars, so he sent some more information about them in, and we're going to go over a couple of his guitars. And then Lance Jensen sent something in that's really cool, so let's check that out. But first, let's start with Daryl. Let's see what he's got for us.
Hi, Mark. All right, Mark. You wanted me to get you a... This is the best I can do, man. I'm still short. I still got about at least... in my closet, I can't get any more room in here, but this is, I think it's 51 or 52 in here, man. It's just...
This is crazy, by the way. Daryl, where do you keep these things normally? You have, it looks like 50 acoustics just sitting here all over the floor, all leaned up against each other. Are these can't be in cases? Are these on the wall? I want to know, how do you store these when you have this many guitars?
It's crazy, man. It's just all this stuff is. I still got in my closet at least. I think I got 27.
More guitars than most people have. He still has over in the closet that he's not showing us here. Amazing.
So it might not be quite 80, man, but you can see all this that I've got, man. It's just crazy, man. You know, Vipers, left-handed Ovation, you know, an old Silvertone I converted left hand. All this stuff I fixed, man. You know, that's an Ibanez Artist, man. That's a rare guitar there. Check out that 1910 or 1905 harp guitar. I can't play it because I can't get my hand in there to play guitar. I can play the bass part of it, but man, just check it all. Cool. I mean, just all this stuff, man. It's everywhere, man. It's just everywhere, and it's crazy. It's just crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
It is.
You know, there's a Ibanez Saver 370S from the 90s. That's a rare guitar right there in itself.
The Saber.
Paul Reed Smith. There's another.
The Ibanez Saber is the precursor to the Ibanez S body, the real thin ones. That's really cool. Left-handed one. I've never seen one lefty.
There's the Harley Benton Paul Reed Smith. Back here is that guitar back there. That's a custom guitar that I found out there on this guitar right here.
Wow.
That was a custom-made guitar. It needed a lot of work. I had to pull a fretboard off, put a new truss rod in it, but it's just all kinds of stuff. I didn't bring, and I'm still my split tail, and I've got a bunch more acoustics and old parlors. But man, it's just this is it, man.
Hold on, let's back this up. Look at this guitar.
But man,
look at this Strat thing that's back here. It's like a Stratocaster, but the neck is mounted on the opposite side of the body.
And it's just this is it, man. I live in a single wide trailer, man, so just can't. My wife's gonna kill me. You know how to clean up. But anyways, man, it's just. I know y'all want me to do a little still shot there, but just check it out, man. And just like I said, I still got 27 more. Some of them are in boxes and never been taken out of the box. It's just crazy, man. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, man, and just keep on rocking, man. Support Mark. Support Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Dude, Daryl, that is awesome. Of everybody watching now, how many guitars do you guys have? Leave it in the comments down below. I'm curious to know. At one point, I hit 50. 50 was the highest I ever got. But if you look behind me, you can see I've got a room full of them. I've got 7 of them over here on the walls. I've got 5 or 6 over here. I've got a rack over here that's got 14 guitars on it, I think. Up here, I got 5. And then I have a bunch of other shop guitars and things around. But in my personal collection is around 20 now. So I've gone down a lot over the last season of Trash or Thrash. One of the things I was trying to do is I kept saying the same phrase. I don't know why I get stuck on these weird phrases. Whittle my collection down. Whittling. I don't know why I kept saying I want to whittle my collection down. But basically I wanted to sell a bunch of guitars off and make this collection a little more manageable. Because even as it is now with 20, I hardly play most of them. 3 of them are acoustics. 1's a bass. And then the rest are all just different, you know, Jacksons, LTDs, and Charvels, and all kinds of really cool stuff. But, dude, Daryl, you have a ton of acoustics, man. That is so insane. That's awesome. You should have a guitar store. If you ever wanted to sell them, anyways. If you like having them, then you should definitely not have a guitar store. But, man, you have more than some guitar stores I've been to. That was cool. Over here, I have some other ones that Phil Van Doren sent in. So I told you a couple weeks ago, I showed you guys some of his guitars. Let's check out what he's got over here. Okay, so he wrote me, "Hi Mark, this tells the many faces of the Strat." So here, we'll start with this one. This picture is the way he found her in Istanbul, early 2019. $35 he got this thing for. Very awesome. That's cheap. Then he restored it, painted it all white, and put an SSS, 3 single coil pickguard on it. Then refinished it to black in June of 2019. So in 1 year, it went from this to this to this, all in 6 months, really. Then picks 4 and 5, he said, he heavily reliced it. So here we got the heavy relic. Oh, and he's got like a little description here. This is like if you were going to buy it in a store or something. Let's zoom in and see what we got here. Electronics and configuration. We got a master volume and master tone, 3-way pickup selector. So is one of those tones a dummy, or are we going to find out that this has some type of special wiring here? 3-way pickup selector. Okay, so we got a 3-way selector, bridge humbucker, both, or neck single coil. So it's looking to me like the middle is not connected. Middle pickup. Then we got Fender vintage saddles, vintage 70s trem arm, Harley Benton parts. Yeah, vintage parts. That's cool. Dummy single coil in middle position. Vintage 70 control knob, not active, and output jack plate. Then up there we got the vintage occlusion type tuners, vintage 70s string tees, Fender bone nut. And then a bunch of text that's a little too small and too blurry to read. So cool. There we got the Strat all decked out. Let me bring up the next photo of it. Technical stuff over here. Okay. There we have it. Starting to stripe it up now. So that's pretty cool. Getting ready for the EVH look. So I didn't realize before, it looked like it was painted with gold stripes, but the stripes on it are actually these relic stripes coming through. So he put the stripes over the relicing and then painted it black and then pulled the tape, and then everything showing through, all these stripes are actually like relic. That's pretty cool. Very cool. And then up on the headstock, he's got the PVD Phil Van Doren logo. Looks good, man. Very cool. And then he has another guitar here that he wants to show and kind of recap, give us a better timeline of it too, because it was one that I saw and he showed 2 different versions of it, which both of them looked really cool. It was the yellow Flying V, yellow and black Bumblebee style, and he had one type of paint job on it that was like yellow with, you know, artwork, and then another one that was more like the Bumblebee. So let's check those out because that was really cool too. So here we have it in its Bumblebee form, I'll say. And by the way, the Flying V's look so good, I think, with the Bumblebee coloring on them. The maple neck looks really... I love the maple neck on this. I love the Bumblebee. I love the black hardware. Banana headstock. I love everything about this Flying V is dope. I like it. What did he write here to me about it? Spring of 2019, classic Bumblebee design, banana headstock in plain black. And then 1 year later, he changed the headstock finish to the 5150 design. Sort of, he said. And then the guitar had a really bad fall. Fretboard was delaminated, and I used this as an opportunity to change the design, sand the back of the neck to a thinner, faster, and satin finish. And I also wrote the text on the body. So he refinished the headstock. I like the black better myself, but hey, to each their own. I love Attack of the Killer V that you wrote on it. I think that looks awesome. Yeah, that looks super dope. So I like this. And then Attack of the Killer V, I love that. And then, okay, here we got a complete refinish of the body last summer and changed the neck to a Strat style with matching colors. All this was done at the same time he was making the Star guitar. Okay, so it's funny. I have I really, really like this finish on it. This finish looks really good. The yellow and black, like I said, it just works so well. I like the maple neck, though. But I do love that the headstock is matched here. So, like, it's a mixed on this one. But, yeah, the design is great. I love the design, the paint job he did. Yeah, that's cool. Very, very cool. Excellent job. Okay, we got a couple more from Daryl. Let's go back to Daryl.
Hey Mark, this is Daryl with K-Man Guitars, man. Today I'm bringing you the Mini Telecaster.
Very cool.
Made this a while back, about a year ago. Ooh. So, anyways, it's kind of like a guitar lele, man, but it's got one pickup in the neck. I don't know if you'd call it metal, but this was a vintage kit from many years ago.
Okay, it was right there. This is like one of my favorite things about this guitar. Let me play that back for you.
It was a vintage kit from many years ago.
Right here, look at the back of this guitar. So, if you haven't noticed, Daryl's left-handed. If you haven't seen him before, and he modifies guitars to be left-handed because left-handed market's pretty limited. And yeah, he buys guitars, mods them up. You know, buys right-hand ones, mods them up, makes them into left-handed. And this is so cool to me. Right here, you can see where the old bridge and old pickup was, and the pick guard and all this stuff was on the back, because he flipped the body over and just drilled through all these holes and then kind of closed them in on the backside. And he mentioned he might add a veneer to the back of this, but to me, I think this is so cool. The fact that you can see that this used to be a right-handed one, and he put craftsmanship. This tells a story. When you're playing it, you don't see the back anyways. But to me, I think this is so cool. I wish Daryl was my neighbor. Daryl's the kind of guy that, like, you hope he's like chilling in his garage when you drive home, and you drive by and wave at him, and he's like, "Come have a beer, Mark. Come have a beer, man." And then I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And then I go over there, like, he's always got projects going. It seems like he's doing interesting stuff, and he pulls fretboards off guitars. I mean, he's not afraid to jump into deep in the weeds with this stuff. It's so cool.
It was righty. All I did was flip it. I'm gonna go back and put a veneer on the back to cover all the stuff in the back. But you know, it's got a maple fretboard. Somebody painted the neck. I love it, man. It's, you know, again, a friend of mine gave it to me, so I just, you know, fixed it up. You know, and it's like, that's, you know, this is what we do. This is what we, you know, like I said, signed up to do. So,
yeah, I love it.
Again, I was, you know, I'm gonna,
it's what we signed up to do.
And, you know, I told you I had all different kinds of stuff, man. And here's a 12-string mandolin that but I mean, I can play, you know, but I, you know, reworked this, made this lefty, made the bridge. It's old, man. It's probably 7,500 years old. All rosewood. All this is mother of pearl. But you know, this is what I like to do. I know a lot of people think that, you know, they don't know how many different, you know, instruments are in, you know, like, you know, songs and stuff. And, you know, like I said,
yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't know that there's layers of acoustics, mandolins, all these other instruments in the background. By the way, that mandolin is awesome. 12-string mandolin. I have an old mandolin that was my great-grandpa's that I need to bust out on a Sunday morning shred one week, and I don't really know how to play it. I have a mandolin and an old violin that are both just like that. It's like 75 to 100 years old. I need to show them one day on here.
You know, I'm a blues harmonica player. I don't have a harmonica beside me. Yeah, dude. But I got a whole set, man, and you know, this is what I used to do, you know. I'm not doing much anymore, man, but, you know, this is me, man. But anyways,
dude, more. That was awesome.
As far as guitars, man, those Arbor guitars that I just seen you put up, those are, some of them are made in Korea, some of them are made in Japan. I think they were a branch from the Samick company, or they could have been the Matsu Matamoko plant. A lot of like Area Pros, Samick stuff, like a lot of that stuff came from that time period. Good guitars. Those are good guitars, man. With a little bit of upgrade, man, they're just as good as anything else. But anyways, man, I'm hoping you're doing good, man. I'm probably going to join one of your Patreon or something else. But anyways, man, subscribe to this channel, man. I love it. I can't wait. I just watched your new show, man. I like that, man. You know, that's cool, man. Kind of showing us what you're doing, and I just love it, man. So anyways, peace out, man. And I hope you I don't know if you got my video, man. I did a double neck. I put two guitars together, two Ibanez's. So I don't know if you got them or not. But anyways, I will talk with you, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Whew. I don't know if I got the double neck. I saw the acoustic, the harp thing, but the double neck one. I got to go back and check and see if I got the double neck Ibanez. I do have one more video here from Daryl, but I don't think it's that one. I'm pretty sure this is the one where he shows like a Strat that he built. So we have one more guitar sent in here by Lance Jensen. So this is really cool. There, a couple months ago maybe, I was talking about crackle guitars, and Lance heard me say that I want to experiment doing some type of striped guitar with crackle, and he sent in his experiment, heard what I was talking about, and said, I'm going to try it. And I thought he actually painted this different than he did, but let me pull it up here. So we got, okay, here it is. He did yellow and green stripes and then threw crackle over it. And to me, because if you look close, let's look close at this. See where the colors transition? You could see like a hard yellow line here on both sides of the yellow. So to me, I thought he painted it all yellow, then did crackle, then let it dry, then did tape, did green and crackle, because usually where it builds up like that, you get those weird lines like that when you like use tape. But he told me no, he painted it green and yellow like this, and then took the tape off and sprayed crackle over the whole thing. So it turned out different than I expected, but very tight crackling he got. But yeah, it turned out pretty cool. Not exactly what I was imagining with my striping pattern and stuff like that, but the concept is pretty cool with this. I got a couple other pictures here I'll pull up. I have some really crazy crackle striped ideas, and season 2, you're going to see some crazy stuff. The season finale is going to be ridiculous. I don't know if along the way I might throw in a couple other crazy wild cards, I guess you'd call them. Okay, so here's the original photo of his stripe crackle guitar. You can see the top. He got bigger cracks on the sides, you can see. On the back, continued the pattern. And the headstock did a burst back and forth, so he didn't use the tape on the headstock. So yeah, looks cool, dude. Thanks for sharing that. And then we got one more from Daryl here. Let's see if this, I don't think this is the double.
Hey Mark, it's me again. Daryl at QnA Guitars, man. I'm gonna do a short one again today. I sent you my guitar collection, but today I got two guitars. I call my telly rat. It's a Strat body with a telly neck. Joe Perry has a left-handed one of these, but he has the Bill Lawrence single coil blade humbuckers, where I just put the regular humbuckers. You know, I did a little hot pink there for the big hair, you know, big things back in the 80s. But anyways, I built this guitar, I think last summer. Okun body, like a mahogany. I always like to keep my back plates open like that. I didn't drill no holes for a cover plate, but it's got telly headstock. You know, I played it a little bit, so, but black guard, Fender style bridge.
Hey Daryl, when you build your guitars, I'm curious to know about this. Are you what kind of tools are you using to shape the body? Because you make some of your bodies just out of these different types of wood that you find. Sometimes they're really old wood, and I'm curious to know what are you using, because that looks nice and smooth.
Sounds pretty good. But yeah, yep, it's pretty cool, man. You pick stuff up, man, for cheap, and then you can just mod it, man. Wood is, you know, there's different grades of wood, but you know, wood is still wood. You know, just there's new growth and old growth. And up on the bench now is my Harley Benton CTS 24. I got this guitar for under 130 bucks. It's got a chip. You know, hey, you know, Guitar Guts can fix that. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this has got push pull switch. It's got Roswell pickups. Sounds pretty good. You know, and I do have a Paul Reed Smith, but yeah, this guitar, man, it's got flame maple top, set neck. These are great guitars, man. Coil tap, has tremolo, the whole 9 yards, man. And I love cheap stuff, man. Don't get me wrong. I like expensive stuff too, but you know, with what like the stuff like you're doing and I do, you know, I don't want to go out here and spend, you know, $10,000 on a guitar and just keep, you know, adding mods or whatever to. But you know, it's crazy, man, because of you know, what the way in the age we're living in. You know, people are thinking, you know, you need this kind of wood and that kind of wood, and that's, you know, that's not true. And you know that, you know, here's, you know, in my video, this guitar was a custom-made guitar back in 1980. This guitar's got a lot of elaborate, you know, I had to strip the finish off of because he had all kinds of crazy mess on it, but it's made out of, you know, nice wood, and I fixed it, you know, I made it lefty, I, you know, redone the bridge. But you know, that's what I do, man. I buy stuff, and you know, I had to pull the fretboard off, put a new truss rod in it. I wish I could find the truss rod and show you what it's, but you know, it plays great, man. You know, that's what I like to do, man. I mean, I like, you know, like I said, I got mandolins and all kinds of stuff, but I love building a platform off of whatever I can. I mean, you know, you build a guitar, and then you know what you got into it, man. You got pickups and whatever you want, you know, and that's why, you know, the thing I said with, you know, what you're doing is great, man. And I love the giveaway, man. And I would love to donate a lefty body for you to use to give away, like I said, for the lefty guys, because I know the righty guys have got it. I don't have any righty bodies. If I did, I would give that, but give me a holler out if you want that. I know I sent you a message, but just let me know. But anyways, I hope you're doing good today, man. Peace out, man. I love it, man. I can't wait Thursdays and Sundays, man. I love it, man. So peace out. Shout out to all my lefty brothers and my righty brothers, man. Don't get, hey, I love y'all too, man. You know, righty guitars are, you know, they're cool too. That's what, you know, us lefties had to deal with for a long, long time. So anyways, peace out, brother. I love y'all, man. Be good.
Dude, Daryl, awesome, man. Every video you send is always so entertaining, so keep them coming if you can. I know your collection, you still got a couple left to show us, but interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. He's going to be sending me a left-handed body. So on one of the last shows, I was talking about, I'm doing these guitar giveaways, but for people who are left-handed, I want to have some incentive for them to join the Patreon page. So I'd like to build up 1 or 2 left-handed guitars, really sick, like Flying V's, or convert something Jackson. Maybe convert a Jackson. Maybe that's what I got to do, because I've been told by a couple people that Jackson doesn't really make left-handed or a great selection of left-handed guitars. So I need to have a couple really cool left-handed guitars on hand. So if people want to join that are left-handed, join the Patreon and be in on these giveaways. If the giveaway is for the Ibanez Proline V that's right-handed and they win, well, then I got a left-handed. Instead of the Proline, let me give you this one. I'll give the Proline away later. You know, I got to have something there for the left-handed people. That sounds cool. So this month, or this last week, I got a bunch of questions. Really the last 2 weeks, I would say, over on YouTube and Instagram. A lot of people have been talking about Arbor guitars with me. A lot of general questions and people suggesting cool guitars that I need to work on in the future. So let's go over to that. Here we have, this is from a week ago, the Lando Chris, which I know him. I've done couple collabs with him. He's been on, I forget which one, Black Album Month maybe, or Justice Month. But yeah, I know Chris. Are you going to be doing any more collabs on Instagram without having to be a patron? The reason he's asking that is because last week I announced that the $5 or the $6 tier, I have 3 tiers to my Patreon. $3 tier, a $6 tier, and then the $10 tier, which the $10 one is like the guitar giveaway one. Inside the $6 tier, I'm also opening it up to if any of the patrons want to do a collab with me. We'll do a super collab with all the patrons every month. So we'll all vote what song we want to do, and then we'll all figure out the song, and I'll edit I'll edit everything together and post it up on YouTube, Instagram, on the Patreon feed, and people can post it on their pages too. So he's asking, will I be doing more super collabs on Instagram without having to be a patron? Yes. I don't exactly know when, though, because if you notice, I haven't really been doing many collabs with people lately anyways. It's a lot of work. It's very time-consuming, and I will do it, but it's going to take some careful planning, and I really started doing the collabs because the super collabs and all that stuff. I really started doing it because I wanted to bring the Metallica community together. I did Kill 'Em All Week, I called it, the first one. Then I did Ride the Lightning month, Master of Puppets month, and Justice for August, and Black Album month. And now that I've done the first 5 albums, those are my go-to albums. I really do love like all the other Metallica albums though, so at some point I would be totally down to do like Load month, or like Load Reload month as 1 month, or Garage Inc. month, or Death Magnetic month, or, you know, I like pretty much all the albums, except, you know, I'm not a big Saint Anger guy. If everybody wanted Saint Anger month, I would host it and get everybody's videos and make collabs, but, you know, I don't know the songs. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to learn. Maybe I would learn a couple of them, just so I can jump in on a couple of them. Maybe learn a riff or two from each song so I could just jump in on each song for like a couple seconds. I don't know. But yeah, I will do more super collabs on Instagram, but I don't exactly know when. Justin here. I'm a big fan of the show. My Strat and Epiphone acoustic were stolen from my joint. You got any for sale? Right now, I don't think. I do actually have a couple Les Pauls that aren't built up yet. They're just Epiphone specials, and they're out in the shop that I will be rebuilding soon. So, but most of the future guitars I build, I think, are going to be going to the Patreon giveaways now. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing them as much for sale directly, unless people come to me with like a specific guitar they want. I don't know exactly. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. Michael Vaughn, another lefty. Yeah, I've played his videos here. Any updates on you making a lefty guitar? I say make a lefty star body guitar. Those are near impossible to find left-handed. Ooh. Thank you for the insight into that, Michael. I don't know what's rare for lefties. I've heard Caden Jams say that he really wants a lefty Frankenstrat. I'm pretty sure that EVH Company is making lefty Frankenstrats now, but maybe they're not. But to know that the lefty star body is a rare find, good to know. Thank you. Maybe that will be one of the lefties I make. And I also really like the way that Daryl converted. He just filled in and flipped the body over and then built the guitar from that. So maybe I could get a star body, flip it over, fill in the holes, and do it that way. Portuguese beer. I always thought this said Portuguese bear. But this guy always writes in with like these like kind of rude sounding comments, but clearly he likes the show. He's a fan. But I think it's like Portuguese to English translation. Hey, brother, move your fucking ass to return fast with season 2. That's not a cool way to say that. Whatever. By the way, I had asked before, do you have a Jackson Pro RRT 5 gold hardware with fixed bridge? Cheers from Portugal. Beer, metal, flag. Okay. I do. It's not my guitar, actually. This is going to be one of the guitars you're going to see me build in Season 2. It's a tribute guitar, so it's going to be one of my customers. His wife passed away, and he's going to be doing a tribute. I'm going to be doing a tribute guitar designed by him. So, yeah, that will be on Season 2. Stay tuned. Portuguese beer. Send me some of your Portuguese beer. Are you a beer brewer? What's your deal? Move your fucking ass to send me some beer. Okay, after watching, this was a funny YouTube comment I saw. After watching this channel, I always end up on eBay or Reverb looking at project guitars. That's from Brian's Free Time and stuff. And then all these people, I can fourth that, same. I can never make it that far. I just look up Jacksons. That's usually where I start too. 90s made in Japan dinkies. So no wonder they're so hard to find these days. I'm on Reverb looking for them, and they aren't coming up as much, and that's because all my fans and show fans are stealing up all the guitars. So I knew this was going to happen. I had a feeling. But I've got another 5 guitars back there before I need to really start searching. Actually, I got another 13 in the shop and then another 5 here. So I've got plenty to work on. Now, these are the ones about Arbor guitars. Like I said, I talked about Arbor guitars on Trash Talk last week, and now I got a lot of responses. But it doesn't seem like anybody has that much information about the company. So, Leopoldo, I always mess up people's names, Trevino. I got an Arbor Explorer off of Reverb a few years back for pretty cheap. For pretty cheap, feels pretty nice. Damon Wolf. I have a 1980s Arbor Crackle finish, neck-through copy of a Jackson Dinky or Soloist sitting here in need of a new Floyd Rose trem system, all new electronics, a fret leveling, and something needs to be done about the stripped-out truss rod bolt, or the Allen key can't grip it anymore. Aside from that, it's neck through too, man. I was going to say swap the neck. Aside from that, it's super clean and actually a really nice guitar. My uncle bought it brand new in the 80s, always kept it in the case whenever he wasn't playing it, and eventually passed it down to me a few years ago. 30 plus years of almost daily playing definitely took its toll on the hardware and electronics, though. Certainly feel free to hit me up if you're interested in maybe fixing it up for me. Oh, Damon, dude. I'm going to have to comment back to that one because, of course, I'd be down to fix that thing up for you. There's something awesome about Uncle's collections of stuff. My uncle used to collect X-Men toys, and he's obviously a grown man. So he was in his 30s. I was like 6 or 7 years old. I would see his X-Men toy collection, and I wanted him, man. He's a collector of many things, and he probably still has all his stuff, all his whole collection somewhere. Yeah, something about they always that one uncle. I was that uncle for a while because I was I was like single till I was in my late 20s. So my nieces and nephews probably saw like this guy has all these guitars. He's like this crazy guy, parties, cool dude or whatever. So hopefully they're actually my nephew did start playing guitar. I have some videos of me giving him a guitar here from back in right around Christmas. But yeah, cool. Arbor guitars. Let's see some more. My first guitar was an Arbor back in 82, 83. It was a two-tone blue Explorer with a hockey stick headstock, which wish I still had it. Sounds like the same guitar from a couple messages back. I've actually got a few people who sent me in. Somebody sent me in a picture. I don't think I have the picture here anymore. It'd be too hard to find. But somebody sent me this exact Explorer that he's talking about with the hockey stick headstock, black guitar or black headstock, two-tone blue. Jakub. I have an old Arbor guitar. Personally, I don't know anything about them, but it's a Gus G style body with an Explorer neck. I've since painted it up, but never got it finished up. Yeah, a lot of people, they have some information on Arbors, but not a ton of information. Here's Daryl. Mark K-Man here. I had a right-handed acoustic from 1980s. I think they were an off-brand from Samet Guitars. You had an acoustic Arbor? Made in Japan, some in Korea. Love it. Brandon Gardner. Arbors are Jackson knockoffs. I got one in 1999 from a pawn shop here in New Orleans area. It was okay, but I traded it for a Washburn KC40V in 2004. Dang, old school, 2004. Yeah, a lot of people saying they find these things in pawn shops. I did some quick research, and it said that Arbor Guitars was made by an ex-Ibanez president. That's the only thing I found. I heard that, and I heard that he brought a couple employees over from the Ibanez days. I also heard, though, that they were made in Japan by some of the big manufacturers in Japan. Okay, so now we're going to get here into some of the guitars when I asked, what guitars would you guys want to see me work on in the future? Leave your comments down below, actually, on this episode, too, and let me know if you see something that's not mentioned that you think I need to conquer, something I need to tackle. I really like the idea of what Daryl did, flipping the guitar and like just drilling through the pickup cavities, then filling the backside in. I think that's so cool. Ed Calante. I love this channel, mate. You're an amazing luthier. Thank you, man. That being said, oh, God. Okay, it always comes with the and that being said. I'd love to see something that's probably... Okay, cool. I thought this was going to say, that being said, you suck. I love this channel, mate. You're an amazing luthier. That being said, you suck. You need to shield the cavities. You need to stop doing splatter and kill switches. That being said, I'd love to see something that's probably never been tried before, and that being turning the least metal guitar out there into a metal machine. I don't know, a Dan Electro with smoking humbuckers and a Floyd Rose. Jump the shark! That's funny, man. Yeah, I was thinking, you know, Season 2 of Trash to Thrash, I've already got it planned out with all these customer guitars I'm going to be rebuilding and pimping out, but I got to, like, put a plan into place for Season 3 where I take the least metal guitars and turn them into the most metal guitars. Like the Arbors are metal guitars, but then there's also, like, back here you can see this weird Flying V, or Explorer. This is Takamine dipped their toe into the Explorer, or the electric guitar business in the 80s too. Aria Pros, they make guitars that are almost exactly like this guitar here. These weird 80s guitars are so cool. Arbor has made me like think about, I need to like get into the Aria Pros and the Takamines and get into restoring those guitars too and find out what it takes to make those things real shredders. Jeff Stacy, I would love to see work on a 7. I'd love to see you work on a 7-string of some sort, be it Ibanez, BC Rich, Dean, whatever. I do have an 8-string. Oh, it's behind the questions. So here, back there. This is an 8-string. I used to have an Ibanez 7-string also, but I just never played the 7-string, so I ended up getting rid of it. I did mod it up. No, that one was like one of my only stock guitars. The one I have here, the 8-string, is a little modded. I even thought about repainting the 7-string and putting it on the show, but you know what? That's what I should have done because I only sold it for like $400. And these days, I don't really sell guitars for $400 anymore. So if I were to have refinished it and put some cooler pickups in it, that could have been either a giveaway or a $1,000 guitar. Set up properly and all that stuff. Work on some BC Rich guitars, man. Yeah, I need to. I have a feeling once I jump into BC Rich, it's going to be probably season 5. It's going to be the whole season. Dratini Artist. Dratini is a Pokemon. I don't know if that's the reference to Dratini the Pokemon, but I know that. Can you make a Jackson Rhodes with the Randy Rhodes polka dotted flying V paint job? Man, I was this close to doing that already. The blue and teal Tiger Rhodes that I built on episode 20, the one that's actually right here, that guitar used to be, it was already started actually to be a polka dot guitar. I was going to do it polka dot, but not like Randy Rhodes. I was going to do a polka dot pattern like Randy Rhodes, but the color's different. I was going to do like a pearlescent. Actually, no, it wasn't going to be pearl. It was going to be metallic silver with metallic black dots. Or vice versa, metallic black with metallic silver dots. But I wanted it to be like a metallic version of the black and white. That would have been awesome. So yeah, I would love to do that. One day I probably will. Maybe a metal Jazzmaster. Nicholas Sanchez. Yeah, man, I would totally do metal Jazzmaster. Metal up Squire Strat. Modded up as needed. New tuners. EMG 81. Single 81. Single knob. Should I put a kill switch? Yeah, I guess I will put a kill switch. Haha. Boost. A boost switch. Rosewood fretboard. Flat black with all gloss black accessories. So like gloss black Floyd, gloss black pickguard, single ply, Goto tuners. That's what I would do. Then metal a Telecaster, and then do a metal SG, a metal Les Paul. I mean, I could do like a whole season of Trash to Thrash doing guitars that shouldn't be metal, but let's do a metal. Like you said, the guy before, Dan Electro. That's a little tough. I think one of my buddies has one of those Dan Electros that they're not even wood bodies. They're actually like compressed cardboard or something crazy. Okay, so what else we got over here? That's not the last one, is it? Let's see. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, and ladies, if there are one or two of you. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to tune into Trash Talk on Thursday. Let me know in the description, or let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any questions or anything else you want me to talk about on this show or cover on Trash Talk or anything about Trash to Thrash. Leave them in the comments. I go through them. I don't always comment back, but I do go through them and check them out, see what people are talking about. And if you want to win one of these killer guitars, the ones you see behind me here, look at these things. We got the Stealth Splatter Kelly. It's got EMG 8160 in, what is that? The pickup finish. Brushed black metal. These 5 guitars are really cool, too, because they all have, like, a different thing they bring to the table. We got the brushed black pickups. We got chrome pickups. We got black chrome pickups. We got the standard EMG classic style pickups, and we got gold pickups. So 5 different types of EMG pickups across the board here. We have 5 for 5 with kill switches. People ask, why do you put kill switches in every single guitar? And the answer is, to me, a kill switch is a tool. It's something that once you incorporate into your playing, you're going to understand why you want it in every guitar. Because once you start using it, you kind of go to it. It's like a trem bar. If you like using a whammy bar, you'll find yourself going for it when it's not there if you're playing a Les Paul or something. So it's a tool and it helps you create additional sounds. It's like a neck pickup or like a trem bar. If you don't want, those kinds of things, I totally get it. But if you want more options with your playing, why wouldn't you want it? I also get questions about why do you not like tone knobs? I just don't find myself dialing the tone back. The most, I call it dulled down when you dial it when you dial the tone knob back to 0 or dial it down at all. You're kind of taking the bite off your sound. And if I want to take the bite off the sound, I'll just go to the neck pickup. I'm a neck pickup kind of guy. I love neck pickups. So I don't find myself playing with the tone. But kill switches, to me, they're just a cool tool. It's a cool thing to have in the guitar. If you don't want to use it, it just sits there. You don't need. It doesn't affect the tone in a negative way. And if you want it there, if you want to use it, it's there if you need it. It's just a cool thing. I guess once you start utilizing it in your playing, you get you reach for it, and it's nice to just have it there. Plus, when I do custom guitars, the reason people come to me is not for a stock Stratocaster or for a Les Paul or SG. They want crackle paint jobs. They want stripes. They want splatter. They want kill switches and boost switches, LEDs. If you want a basic guitar, buy a Harley Benton or buy an Epiphone or a Squier or a Fender. It's funny to me when people are like, why does he put a kill switch in every guitar? A lot of these are customer guitars too, and it's people who want a kill switch in their guitar, so that's why. Also, what's really cool about these 5 guitars is it's 5 completely different finishes. So we have a splatter, we have glitter, we have this crazy original stripe pattern, crackle, and then like a Van Halen stripe pattern. So it's cool when I look across them all. They all have different cool modifications to them. All different styles. Different colored hardware. Fixed bridge. Floating. Awesome. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to win one of these killer shred machines, go join the CEO tier of my Patreon page. It's $10 a month. And you're also helping support Guitar Guts, Trash to Thrash, Trash Talk, Sunday Morning Shred, all the stuff that you like watching. So, if you aren't already following me on Instagram, it's @GuitarGuts. Follow me there for all kinds of updates and things like that. If you want to have a guitar customized by me, or have me build you like a cool customized Jackson or something like that, send me an email, mark@guitarguts.com, or I would say that's the best. You could DM me on Instagram, but if you email me, that's actually better. It's a lot easier, and it doesn't get lost as easily, because Instagram messages just get lost once in a while. So if you've messaged me, I've actually caught up with all my emails. So if you've messaged me in the last couple weeks and I didn't get back to you, send me an email. I would say that's the best way to do it. So mark@guitarguts.com. It's all in the description below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you very soon on Trash Talk next Thursday. Rock on, my friends.